Hey, uncles and aunties. Here in Canada, right here in our home province of Alberta, we've got this big talk swirling around about the province trying to break away, what they call succession, or becoming its own country. As of right now, in early 2026, groups like the Alberta Prosperity Project have started collecting signatures on a petition that could force a referendum, maybe as soon as this fall. The question they're pushing is something like, do you agree that the province of Alberta should cease to be a part of Canada to become an independent state? They're out there in places like Red Deer, Calgary, and yesterday, Edmonton, getting long lineups of folks signing on, feeling fed up with Ottawa. But let's talk straight, like we're all at a band meeting. This whole idea can't move forward without straight up ignoring our sacred treaties. Our ancestors signed those numbered treaties, Treaty 6, 7, and 8, with the Crown back in 1870s, way before Alberta was even a province in 1905. These are living nation-to-nation promises for peace, sharing the land, hunting rights, health, education, and protecting our ways forever. The Crown back then was the British, now it's the Canadian government as a whole. Alberta is just a latecomer to this land. It doesn't own these agreements. Chiefs from Treaty 6, 7, and 8 have been clear, loud, and united, saying any push to separate violates these treaties. They're fighting it in court, sending letters, holding emergency meetings, and vowing full opposition because these pacts are with Canada, not something a province can break off and rewrite on its own. Canada itself didn't become fully independent until later. Confederation in 1867, more control in 1931, and cutting the last British ties with the Constitution in 1982, only about 40 years ago. And us? They treated us like we weren't even fully human for generations. Bans on our ceremonies and dances in the Indian Act lasted until 1951. We couldn't vote federally without losing status until 1960. Residential schools dragged on, spreading sickness. Canada itself didn't become fully independent until later steps. The Confederation in 1867, more control in 1931, and cutting the last British ties with the Constitution in 1982, only about 40 years ago. And us? They treated us like we weren't even fully human for generations. Bans on our ceremonies and dances in the Indian Act lasted until 1951. We couldn't vote federally without losing status until 1960. Residential schools dragged on, spreading sickness like tuberculosis that killed so many in the 1940s and 1960s, hitting Inuit and First Nations hard with poor housing, malnutrition, and forced moves. Government policies let it rage in crowded places before health officials stepped in to stop the worst outbreaks. That pain is still fresh, passed down to us. This succession talk ignores all that history and the real threats to our rights. Hunting, fishing, reserves, resources, that could get messed up if Alberta tries to go solo. First Nations leaders here in Alberta are standing strong, saying no way, because our treaties predate the province and bind us to the Crown and Canada. We're the original peoples of this land, and we've never given up on those promises. Don't let the media noise or angry crowds fool you into thinking this is simple or fair. We've survived government tricks and broken promises before. We'll keep protecting what's ours for the kids and grandkids. Stay united. Carry our history in your hearts and speak up when needed. Don't worry about what's going on down south. That orange man. We're in Canada. We're in Alberta. And this is our home on treaty land. Take care of each other. Hi, hi. Thanks for listening.